Come on, Avery. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
All of us need guidance and advice sometimes, right? Who do you go to when you need advice? Yes.
Teacher.
You go to your teacher, and why do you go to your teacher for advice?
If you're having trouble on like a problem.
Right, if you're having trouble with a problem in school like math or English, or you can't pronounce a word, especially English. Yes?
I would go to my mother and father.
You go to your mom and your dad, what do you go to them for?
Sometimes if I'm stuck on homework.
Sometimes if you're stuck on homework, who helps you more, mom or dad? Both? Good answer. You're such a politician at times. It's usually your mom?
Yeah. Usually my mom.
It's usually your mom. You want me to talk to dad about that?
I mean, he'll agree, but
He'll agree. All right. What about if you were sick and you want to know how to stay healthy and you want to know what right foods to eat? Who would you go to? Yes, Hannah?
my mom.
Your mom? All right, yes.
Yeah.
Mom keeps it strict. Lots of veggies, right?
Yes.
Yes. Would you also go to a doctor? If you're sick and you need to know how to get well? Yes. How many of you have gone to the doctor before? Yes, you've all been to the doctor. And what does the doctor tell you? What advice the doctor gives you? Does the doctor tell you to take your vitamins? Yes, Avery? What does the doctor tell you to do? Pardon? Drink medicine. Yes, very good. The doctor tells you to drink medicine so that you can get better. What if you may have done something wrong and you want to know how to make it right and you want to ask for forgiveness? Who might you go to, or how to ask for forgiveness? Yes, Alex? You go to God. Very good. To me? Why come to me?
You're a priest.
I'm a priest. Yes. Yes, you go to your pastor, your priest. Yes, yes.
I would also.
You're not quite sure. Well, you are absolutely right. I wonder, now we go to a lot of people for advice. Does anybody come to us for advice? Do you ever have people come to you for advice? Yes, Scott? Who comes to you? Your sister, what kind of advice did she ask from you? You're not sure. Yes, Sydney?
Sometimes Hannah.
Sometimes Hannah. What kind of things Hannah needs advising on?
Like
Go ahead.
sometimes what she sometimes has two answers on her homework.
On her homework? Yes. What to do? Yes. So when y'all are spending the afternoons by grandma and grandpa and until your parents pick you up, sometimes she'll ask you how to do a problem, right? Because you've been there. Exactly. Your friends have done that, right? Or sometimes you may ask how to help you if someone is mistreating you at school or someone is being a bully. You might want to go to the teacher or to your parents and ask, how do I deal with this situation, right? We all need guidance. Well, guess what happened today in the gospel reading? As Jesus was headed to the cross, he went and he prayed to his Father. And while he was praying to his Father, a voice from the cloud spoke. Do you remember who was with Jesus while he was there praying?
The disciples.
The disciples. And there were three of them in particular. Peter, James, and John. Very good. You were all listening. And God gave them some wonderful advice. Do you know what advice he gave to them? Listen. Listen to who?
God.
Listen to Jesus. Right? Do you know why we have two ears and one mouth? Yes. You can listen more and speak less. We have to open our ears to listen, but we have to go to God and get his advice as well, right? So when you pray or when you talk with God, you must sometimes listen to what God is saying to you. And the ways in which we listen, sometimes he may put things in our heart, put things on our minds, or if we're reading certain things, we can get some advice, like for example, or if someone's preaching, we hear what God is saying about it. Last week, you remembered something that you wrote on that paper, right? Do you remember what stuck out for you in the entire sermon? About a million, about the matchstick, about the... He's lost. Right? You said Miss Heather to come and pull me out of coffee hour. You disturbed my coffee. Right? Because you wanted me to know. No, you're good. You said it takes, right? 1 million trees to make...
I think it was 1 tree.
It takes 1 tree to make 1 million matchsticks.
And then
1 matchstick
can burn 1 million.
can burn 1 million trees. You're very good. Very good. Exactly. And you remember that, and that stuck out for you. And so sometimes we have to listen to God for advice. What things do you think God wants us doing when we listen to Him? Yes?
He wants us to be kind.
He wants us to be kind. Yes?
Loving.
Loving. Now we're going into Lent next week, and we're going to end this right now. And this is where we listen more to God intentionally so that we can know what He wants us to do. Moses went up to the mountain. He listened to God, and God told him to. And then when he came down, his face was shining. A light was inside of him. And what God wants you to do is to let your light shine. Right? Let your light shine so that others may see the good things you do and give glory to your Father in heaven. So as you listen to God, the one thing I want you to do is to let your light shine. So you know me. How are we going to end it? This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, won't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All right, stand up for me, please. The best advice that God gives us is this. Listen to Jesus. And let your light shine always. Amen.